Everyday Morning Matters is live, and Ogiva is taking us on this cruise this morning.
Good morning, Kayode. Good morning.
How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you. How's your week been?
Well, it's been okay. With or without light.
With or without
Yeah,
light.
you know.
It was crazy.
Oh, no. Suddenly, everybody knew the value of labor. So people can do this. You know, what I find most intriguing, well, should I say intriguing? That might be too, that might not sit well. What I find let me be benevolent and say surprising, is the fact that the National Assembly was actually hit. Mm-hmm. So with the power of our senators and the House of Reps, the power could actually be cut. Yes. Though they have generator sets and all that, they could be deprived of electricity and water.
It will just give them at least some extra stress. So I guess it was effective to a certain degree, but I mean, we're the ones that felt it the most now.
Oh, yeah.
So, but at the end of the day, 5 days, I said after 5 days.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, what we all heard is going to be above 60,000, right?
Yeah, above 60.
Yeah. So how can one manage with 60,000? That's
yeah.
It was 30 before.
It was 30 before. Now it's been doubled.
That's just
no, but I mean, like the question I asked, how can one manage with 60,000? That is one. Secondly, how many people will even get the 60,000
to start with?
Start with,
yeah, because it's crazy. So I mean, like we always we will address the average question, right? Because it still has to come in, right? So I mean, for someone earning 60,000 naira, I think to manage your finances really is, just by creating a strict budget, you understand, prioritizing essential expenses, just leave it at food, housing, transportation, and just avoid unnecessary purchases, And they can also seek additional income sources such as part-time jobs, freelance, just supplement your earnings, practicing thriftness.
Can we backtrack? Okay, this last two ideas or advices you gave, you said look for alternative jobs, freelance. Yeah. That has to do with managing your time.
Well, you are dealt the card, you're earning 60,000.
So it means all those who love to watch online streaming videos, and you spend 3 hours watching it.
They should cut it off. Just get rid of that lifestyle. Immediately. Do you understand? You every free time, spare time you have, you should be looking to use it to make money. Do you understand? So you should. There's no. I mean, you're earning 60,000. What can you do? I mean, we're talking about bag of rice. Jordan, a bag of rice is way above 60,000.
Way above.
Do you understand?
So you're not priced to eat a bag of rice.
Yeah, just strictly the essentials, nothing else. So the only thing you're doing in your spare time is to add to it. You understand? You can say, okay, you can buy in bulk, thrifting. Buying in bulk is still relative to your needs, right? Doesn't mean you're buying a carton of this or whatever it is, but just buy in bulk to your needs. But let's say stuff like maybe toothpaste, depending on the size, but whatever it is, you just try and buy them in bulk to a certain degree, as much as you can afford to, right? But without trying to contradict myself, right? You need to just keep it to the barest minimum.
Okay.
And I mean, however, even with stringent budgeting, man, 60,000 may not still cover all, your basic expenses, especially in urban areas. Like, I mean, if you're staying somewhere like Lagos, so you are earning low, so you just need to practical. I mean, the only thing you should be thinking of is trying to increase your source of income. Whatever the situation is, whether you're privileged or you're privileged from a poor background, whatever it is, at the end of the day,
it's about your source of income.
About your source of income. So
you need to double it,
just
increase
find a way to add it.
And please clarify, when you say increase, it doesn't mean you should make some other people cry.
No.
Just so you could have
nothing
more.
Illegal.
Okay.
Nothing illegal. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so like growing up there, I grew up in Surulere. So there was a woman, I can't remember her name. She used to sell akara. You know, but the akara was very nice. And apparently, you know, the meat was she took care of her kids with, you know, the money she made from the akara, you know, sent one of them abroad to, do you understand? You know, but I'm not saying you should go and fry akara or anything, but
anything at all.
You know, you can do almost anything as long as, you know, you think about it first, obviously, you know, and you know, just give it a try. There's always something to do. So you can also try and look for gigs where you don't have to spend money. You understand? So if at all anybody is you know, needs your services, right, they probably have to pay you up front. You know, those kind of jobs. So that way you're not really spending money, you understand, you know, to make money. You know, so you should they should really try to, you know, pick up those kind of habits. But 60,000
it's a lot. And when you talk about picking up habits and looking for alternative sources of income, one thing came to mind, that this is not the time to be proud that I can't do certain jobs.
Exactly.
As long as it's legal. Because I don't know why that flashback came. I remember some time ago, was it 2001 or so? I was working in Togo then, and I was working in the media. I wanted to do a project. I needed money to do that and some other things. Then I went to this big boss of mine, Nigerian. I said, you know, we're just having a chat. I needed to raise the money. And he gave me a proposal which really, really just got me furious, because I felt, why? If you can't help, just keep quiet. And what did he tell me? He had stuff he did there. Then he had the Zemija like bikes, Okadas.
Okay.
And he told me, he said, one of his Okada riders just messed up. If I want, I could ride the Okada. He won't ask me for any delivery. Just ride it. Make sure I maintain the bike and get my money from there. And I felt really insulted that me become Zemija. But you see, there was a time ago, I think, was it last year or year before, I just remember that experience, the conversation, and I said to myself, if I had this mentality that I have now, then I'll have taken the Zemija.
Exactly.
Because it's not a permanent stuff. It's just a temporary means. And I was just a young person, you know, trying to...
Funny thing, even if you are taking it, right, you didn't even necessarily have to be the one riding. You could have
to ride it.
Exactly. You know,
so those are the things that you need. Don't look down on any job. I can't do this. So I used to do this back in the day. Guy, if you can go back, just do it too.
Just do it. Yeah, well, in the short time, just use it to bring. Because, I mean, in Nigeria, a lot of us, right, think we are bigger than we actually are. You know, to a certain degree. So you even find out when people are trying to start businesses, they're you talk to them, okay, so why are you trying to do? Some person is telling you about a business that will probably need like tens or hundreds of millions to start up, right? And this guy doesn't even have $1 million in his account. You understand? But, you know, having those kind of dreams are good, right? But if you even want to go down that route, you have to start small, right? So you can even start another business entirely and grow that business to fund that big dream, right? You know, so it's just about matter of being logical. Just tell yourself the truth. This is what I am. This is how much I'm worth, right? So let me just make the best of it and try to increase my, you know, my source of income. So, I mean, if you're even earning 60,000, I don't think pride should be in your vocabulary. Ego should be, you know, without even trying to, you know, talk down on it, but because there are people that live, you know, on that sort of
and that's where this message comes in handy. I was going to read it to you. It says, good morning, Olu Akari and the Nairametrics Guru. That is Ogiva. Says, a lot of people still earn 20K salary with their BSc something in this Lagos. Only organized private sectors like multinationals, conglomerates, manufacturing, FMCGs, and other well-established companies will allow unions in their establishments pay minimum wages. Others na 10,000, 20,000, 25,000. One funny thing be say drivers without a union have found a way of earning 40,000 and above from their buses in this Lagos. How they take the do nobody knows. Architect Olaleko.
Architect Olaleko, I wish I had the answer to those questions, but the thing is, definitely there'll still be some establishments that'll pay below, do you understand, the minimum wage, but it comes with a lot of things too. how qualified is the person. Sometimes it's just emotions, like, okay, this person needs a job, let me just help him. Do you understand? Then it also comes down to what kind of job, right? What are you doing? Do you understand?
Yeah.
On the average, people earning those kind of money, probably maybe cleaners or working at some local.
That's what they're meant to be.
Yeah, exactly.
But the reality is that we have teachers that are earning 18,000. I heard of one somewhere in Ejigbo yesterday. Like 18,000 in this Lagos.
That's just sad.
18,000.
Yeah, so I mean that's where regulation comes in.
And you don't expect him to beat, and you expect him not to beat your child to pulp.
Your child go
as in 18,000.
18,000. Come on,
man.
Come on.
It's something else. But now, so what about you were speaking earlier about consumption and cutting down. So does it mean that if you're used to eating a full bowl of rice, you reduce the portions?
You reduce it. You have to reduce it.
But I don't go full now.
Then you just
maybe I chop small rice then drink water full belly.
Try and drink plenty.
I go wee now.
Wee amount, because you don't have a choice. Like, you don't have a choice. Even down to everything you are doing, right? Even clothes. You rather go buy what they call it, second hand.
So someone that stopped buying second hand should go back there right now.
You have to still stick with it now. Don't worry, nobody will know. Just watch it wear spray perfume. Then because you can't be. I mean, if you want to buy a pair of brand new kicks now, we're talking of, it depends on the brand. In some cases you're spending over 60,000. Do you understand? So are you going to now say you want to go and buy it? You can't now. Do you understand? So even your food, the portion, down to the portion of your food, right? You understand, needs to be checked. Because if you exceed that, then you're finished. You understand? If you don't have any fallback plan or no support, well, how are you going to do it? So another thing, like we said, you really need to find other sources of income. So if you have friends within your category, you guys can always come together to start something. I mean, if a group of five guys start decide on working on something together. I mean, a couple or one of them might come from a rich background.
Yeah.
So I mean, wishful thinking, but I mean, it's possible as well. But so the thing is, if you try, I mean, you probably get the rewards. But you have to just narrow it down to the barest minimum. Essentials only, nothing else. Just essentials, nothing else.
That's how you can survive. And is it also advisable because, okay, let's look at someone, like you said, this 60,000 is meant for the lowest of the rank, like the office assistant, someone who's just getting entry-level jobs at that level, not for graduates, who unfortunately still get the 30,000 anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
If you've done all that and you're still not... Okay, so let's say with that kind of person, you have less skills, you don't have much. What are the options? Go back to your village, do farming, do what are the options?
Keep pushing. Just keep pushing. I mean, just follow your dream. The thing is, nothing good comes easy anyway. Follow your dreams. But if you still have some ties in your village where you can still do one farm or whatever it is, quoting you, right? You can still, be the plug to distribution, right? Or something. Do you understand? If you're in Lagos, but you can't give up, right? There are a lot of established guys out there today that, came from nothing, right? So it's just a matter of not giving up, pushing yourself. I mean, you want to earn more anyway, so just keep pushing, right? And don't deceive yourself. Be very realistic with whatever it is you're doing, and just keep pushing, right? So, I mean, if you are determined to earn over 60K, you probably would achieve it over time. Because it varies. Though. I mean, like I always say, it's easier for us to just say do this. It's not easy, because in some states 60,000 is more valuable than it is in some other states. the distance from your house to your office alone is a very key factor in that, because that will determine how much you're spending on transportation.
Yeah.
Do you understand? Where do you stay? Are you staying in the cheap accommodation, or you're sharing with friends, to reduce your costs? So all those things have to come into play. So you have to be very smart and surround yourself with people that will actually help you. Do you understand? Mentally, physically, emotionally, you just need to keep those kind of people around you as well.
Wow. So, but the ultimate right now is that there's still hope.
Yeah.
There's still hope around.
There's
always hope. All right, let me take this message real quick.
Okay.
Someone says, you are encouraging moonlighting. Yes, we are. Getting more jobs.
Yeah.
It's very important right
exactly.
now. That's what Ogiva is saying. He says, advertise products you can get people by rendering services. Don't work under any employer that will hold you from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. from Monday till Saturday.
Yeah, that's key though. I like what that
and that's Benga Shoyemi.
Benga, thanks for that contribution. Yeah, I mean, like, the world has evolved, right? People are working from home, people are have hybrid jobs and all that. So you also need to it's an added is a plus, right? I mean, obviously not all organizations will give you that flexibility. So it's a matter of trying to find that working environment. I mean, if you're working in one where you don't have those opportunities, you can still be there while you're trying to look for. But you really need to be in that kind of environment. You need to be able to do more than one thing, or else depression is not far. It's crazy, because to think that people are earning 60,000 and surviving with it, and people that are earning times 2 or even times 3, 4, 5 are struggling and complaining, and someone is earning 60,000. So, what Benga said is really true. You can't be stuck in one place. You have to evolve and move quick. You have to be smart. You have to be selfish. It has to be about you. You understand? You need to get out of there. So it has to be about, you have to be very selfish, and obviously the earlier the better. So.
Now, we haven't spoken about companies and the impact of this on companies, but let me just take one or two messages here.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. It goes on to say, don't work 8 to 8 p.m., 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Monday to Saturday, except the salary is above 300,000. Even if it's above 300,000, my guy, you still need more.
You still need more.
Another one says, working as an office assistant doesn't mean that you shouldn't earn well. I could remember earning around 25,000 working as an office assistant when working for Oluseyi Makinde in 2004. Years before he became, His Excellency Seyi Makinde, Governor of Oyo State. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, but not everybody will have that luxury. That's the sad thing.
Exactly. I mean, and the question was 25 okay for him at that time.
2004. Bo.
Was it?
2004. If you compare it now, that was wealth. I'm sure back then we might have complained, but comparing it with now, hey.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, obviously, it would have balanced for him at the time. But, I mean, like you said, it doesn't mean you should earn minimum wage. You shouldn't be earning low because you're a graduate or whatever it is, right? But if you know what you want, you go for it, right? Most people take these jobs out of desperation. There's nothing else. You don't have any other option, right?
Is that not where honing of skills come into play?
Exactly. But 60,000, how?
No, I'm saying if you hone your skills, and you have something you can rely on, would that make you less desperate for a 60,000 job?
Yes. If you are organized, right? If you've invested in that skill, right? Self-investment is best investment. So, I mean, if you are very aware of your qualities, right, it will give you that confidence. Do you understand? And in some cases, it gives you some negotiating power, right? So, you'll be in your element when you're negotiating and all that. But most of the time, people don't have jobs. You just need to make money. Do you understand? Okay, let me even be here while I try to get, something else. But the sad part about it is that those jobs all exist. You understand? People still earn below the minimum wage, not just in Nigeria, I mean almost everywhere in the world, right? So due to circumstances, unskilled, unfortunately some people don't even know their worth, and they still just give in, but at the end of the day, man, all you should be thinking about is getting out of it. Just get out of that space, right? And more, nothing good comes easy. You just have to wing it. Nobody else will do it for you. I mean, like you said, you spoke to your uncle and he said he should give you.
Yeah,
do you understand? Give me a bike. I mean, if you tell almost everybody in the family, they'll be like, why won't you say that now?
But it makes perfect sense.
It makes perfect sense. If you look back at it now, you're the only one that can change it. Nobody else. I mean, except you're lucky or you have connections and somebody gives you a job here or there, but it's your journey.
It is.
It's your journey. Only you can ride it. You understand? So,
but on a more serious note here, I close, before 4 p.m. So I'm thinking maybe from around 4 or so, I could come to Nairametrics.
Yeah, I come there's room for you now.
Not just room. I can get some, side jobs. I need to.
You're always welcome, guy. We'll find something.
You find something for no problem. So you see me from Monday.
Yeah, you're a man of many skills, so don't worry. There'll be something to do with you.
But let's look at companies right now. Okay, let's take a company that's into production or sales, for example, a supermarket, and we all complain about the cost of all the things we buy for the house and also expenses that we make. Now, if a supermarket that has 5 staffers and now has to increase salary from, maybe let's assume he was paying them 40,000 before now, then government says 90,000 is the minimum wage. That means you should be paying them maybe 120, 110. That is from 40 to 110. That's 70,000 times 5, 350,000 more overhead costs on that. Not to talk about the impact on fuel they're already grappling with. Now, he or she is not an NGO, so most likely, definitely never most likely, the price is going back on the costs. Now, how do you, and if people are not buying, because people don't have money to buy in a state where the state government is not paying the minimum wage, a lot of companies are not paying the minimum wage, they're still staying at 60, they don't have money to buy. How will such a business survive?
Well, it'll be difficult, sad, but you have to let some people go first. You understand? Unfortunately, do you understand? The worker is the person that will be at the sharp end of the sword. People will have to go. Do you understand? You prioritize, your stock. So your products that are not necessarily doing as well, you probably have to re-strategize and let go. Do you understand? I mean, the because of the overhead, right? You have to just minimize expenditure. Do you understand? Obviously, people let go. Some products have to go. Unfortunately, do you understand? And I mean, depending on the amount of people you even let go, even you, the owner, will probably have to come into the office more and chip in as well. You resume the manager position now because the manager probably was let go. Do you understand? So that's the downside of it. The increase would definitely affect businesses, and we just hope people are smart enough, to re-strategize and generally just wing it, because I mean it's bad for everybody. Talk much.
Is there a way around for companies? Let's say getting into part-time jobs, or maybe not in the case of the supermarket, but what COVID introduced to us, work from home, so that you encourage your staff to reduce their expenses, and still not increase their salary that much.
Exactly. That can also be introduced, right? The business owner has to be creative, really. Do you understand? Like you said. So one of my friends has a bar, for instance, right? So people stopped buying drinks. They weren't buying drinks as much. Yeah, and the guy now came with an idea. Was like, you have unlimited cocktails, for 20,000. Yeah, So as against buying a bottle now, I mean, if you're in that category, right? So all of a sudden, people start buying more cocktails, right?
Okay.
As against them not even buying
at all.
You understand? So buy one cocktail and it probably has 2 or 3 in person. You can't even go further. You gain your profit. So it's just an example of that. You just encourage people to come more, but obviously people have to go because I mean you can't.
The overhead.
Yeah, and in some cases, some people won't even increase. They won't increase. They will still work with.
Then what happens to the staff?
The staff.
Then she starts stealing, or he starts to steal.
The staff has to take her advice.
It is so. I'm just wondering: is this? Can we say this is a win-win situation
for?
Workers, government, company owners.
The increase?
Yes.
Well, it's a win-win though.
Because I'm just thinking, if you're saying people have to be let go, that means though there'll now be pressure on the few people that are working within the family to take care of other people. Mm-hmm. So do you really have much to save when maybe 2 sisters or cousins have lost their jobs and you all have to be part of that process to keep them afloat and all that?
I mean, it gets difficult, but you have to do it, so it's just about being smart about how it is. So people that you're helping now, so maybe you had someone that you send money regularly, right? You probably used to send person 10,000. Obviously, you reduce to 5,000.
Wow.
Do you understand? I mean, it's a ripple effect now, but you just encourage everybody. Yeah.
So. But we need to draw the curtain. I'll join you. Maybe I shouldn't wait till Monday from this evening at Nairametrics from 5 p.m. Let's see.
I'll be there.
What I can get for my moonlighting starts. One eating to one, but hey, we're getting by. Thank you so much, Ogiva, for coming through. And remember to join the Nairametrics X Spaces on Tuesdays and Thursdays, 5 p.m. Right?
Yeah. Yes, and you can also catch up with Everyday Money Matters on Spotify as well.
Spotify.
Spotify.
That's it. So.